The staff at the Western New York Boys and Girls Club impacted me so much. No matter who you were, no matter where you were from, you were always given genuine love. I wanted to see me prosper, see everyone prosper, and it helped me grow so much, not just on a basketball court, but just in life. Having this in a community is a really big thing because it helps so many lives, it changes so many lives, and that goes real deep.
Joining me now are Margot and Abby of Western New York's Boys and Girls Clubs Collaborative. Hi, thank you so much for joining me.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Okay, so now the video that we just saw was highlighting Thomas Bryant's experience in the Boys and Girls Club, but he's one of many people who have passed through the program, including you two, right? So why don't you tell me about your personal experiences with the Boys and Girls Club Collaborative?
Yeah, so growing up, I started going to the club when I was in 2nd grade, and I was a little bit introverted at first, but making connections at the club and participating in the programs there really helps me to come out of my shell, and it also helped me to build leadership skills. And I used those, and now I'm still using those as I continue on with college, and it's something that's really, really meaningful and just an experience that I'll never forget as a kid. It was always such a fun time, and there's always someone to talk to when you needed.
What about you, Margot?
Yeah, I found the club in a similar way as a club member first, and then when I reached high school, I made the transition to be a staff member, and I was working with these kids every day. It was the first place where I really got to be a role model to the younger than me, but also I got to play too. Even as I was working with the club, I was still doing the crafts, and if the kids are playing dodgeball, you're playing dodgeball with them. So it was kind of that way that I got to connect to the community, and then as Youth of the Year, we both got to be liaisons for the club generally and talk about why that connection and why that community space, separate from the school, separate from the home, is so important for our kids.
What impact would you say the staff had on your experience?
For me, I would say the staff made it a very safe and comfortable place. With a staff member, you always have someone to talk to, and that made me want to be a staff member as well. So when I had the opportunity to, I took it, and it's very comforting knowing that these kids can find comfort in you and you can be their person to talk to, just like they were for me when I was there growing up.
Yeah, it was fun. It was these older adults, usually sometimes younger people, sometimes older people, who just took me seriously. As a 6th grader, wanted to hear about my day, wanted to know what I thought about the world, wanted to see my craft that I had cooked up at school that day. And it was these people that just genuinely cared and were excited to be there. And I think that that level of connection, having that as a kid and having people who see you for your potential, is just so important.
And there's volunteer opportunities that come from this, right? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we have a lot of volunteer opportunities. I actually got into working at the club through a peer mentorship program. So I was volunteering at the club once a week with my mentee, and that made me realize, addition to my experience as a youth, that I really wanted to be a youth development professional there, and I wanted to have that job. And there also are some other opportunities too.
Yeah, we have career events, we have general community connection moments. We want to see our communities involved in the clubs, because when the club members see other older community members coming in, it makes them understand how connected they are, how important they are, and just seeing the community connect with our clubs is one of the best parts of the job.
For sure.
Now, you have an event coming up, right? The Youth of the Year event, and both of you have been previous winners. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the Youth of the Year event, it starts within your club, and you are competing with, but also working with other youth, and you're sharing your story to a board, and you're answering questions, and it's really a unique experience because not only are you being able to express yourself and share what the club has done for you, but you're also showing the youth and the kids, this is what the club means to me. And it's also something that goes on such a higher level. So we both went on to the state level, actually, for New York State. And it's just such a good experience. You meet so many people, you make so many connections, and it really helps to build a sense of community.
Yeah. Let's talk about creating a career with the Boys and Girls Club and how people can join that mission.
Yeah, I would say that you can join the Boys and Girls Club at really any stage in your career. So we both joined as, I think it was both of our first jobs, so we really learned what it was like to work from being at the Boys and Girls Club every day, and that can look different any single day, right? We have people who are doing the back office stuff. Our my club director, Tracy, joined when she was, I don't know, she's been there for 25 years, I think, and has worked through the club that entire time, has seen it grow, has seen it change, has influenced so many kids' lives. So you really just, as a staff member at the Boys and Girls Club, you get to both be a role model, but also have that fun and really connect with kids on an everyday basis that's never boring.
You're definitely getting so much out of the Boys and Girls Club Collaborative. I mean, friendship, career, leadership skills. There's so much you can get from it. Margot and Abby, thank you so much for joining us. Listen, to join the mission of the Western New York's Boys and Girls Club Collaborative, head over to their website at vgccwny.org. And thank you again, ladies, for coming in.
Thank you so much.